I just want to tell you that I'm going to attempt to do this as efficiently as possible. Let's just get started by looking at what we have and what it looks like to enter into the ChiroTrack dashboard. So I want to show you here the different list of courses that we've developed to this date. This is a couple of different introductory courses that are designed to be free courses that help create almost like a lead magnet. We've developed an intro to pre-chiropractic, an intro to holistic healthcare pathways, and there's also an intro to student wellness that has already been cut and edited, but we haven't published it yet. These courses are meant to be done in as efficient a way as possible, but as you can see here, we're trying to broaden their exposures. We are speaking to massage, yoga, life coaching, personal training. These are the entry-level paths. And then we're speaking to students who might want to go on to a graduate level path, and we're talking about chiropractic, acupuncture, physical therapy, occupational therapy, naturopathic medicine, and giving them a final message. That's that course. The Intro to Pre-Chiro course, we try to be as efficient as possible. This course is designed, if I click on one of them, you can see it's 3 minutes and 51 seconds. If we preview it as a student would see it, then it gives you an opportunity to see that it does track progress, that it shows how long each of these different videos are, and altogether this whole course is about 30 to 35 minutes long. There isn't a ton of coursework to be done in these intro courses, but there are some challenges that are spoken about in every single video to really get students to consider this more seriously than they may have in the past, and just ask them the genuine question, have you ever thought about becoming a chiropractor? So going back to the program and getting more into the actual pre-chiropractic program now, we're going to start with Module 1, and let's just preview that as an enrolled student. So Module 1, what we did was we shot the videos in a bite-sized format so that we could keep people's attention, get a point across, and make it short enough that they weren't spending more than 2 to 10 minutes in any particular video. You can see here 1 to 2 minutes in chapter 1 is every video, and then gets a little deeper into the 3-minute videos. But these were all edited by a recent chiropractic student who understands what chiropractic students want and understands how these videos are just exposing them, right? Our program's methodology is all about exposures, experiences, and expressions. So all of these courses are designed to expose them to everything from salutogenic care to vitalism, adaptation, biotensegrity, tone and oscillation, and connect it all back to why becoming a chiropractor is in alignment with the way that they're already approaching their studies. So we have a reasons to become a chiropractor in Module 1, state of chiropractic and chiropractic education, obviously. We have our pre-chiro objectives. We've modeled a lot of them based on the CCE competencies, and we've created meta competencies, some more of those soft skills that chiropractic students need to develop in their process. So our goal with Module 1 was really just to pique interest in how vast the field is, what it's about, how it's unique and distinct, and move them into now Module 2, which is the inner state. So the inner state, we're looking at how to become a chiroscientist. So inner state stands for your scientist, thinker, artist, teacher, entrepreneur, and we use this as a way to organize students around the skills that they need to build and who they're becoming. So as you see here, and there's a pretty consistent pattern across the scientist, thinker, which is philosophy, artist, teacher, entrepreneur categories, where it's all about becoming a chiropractic scientist, inner scientist development, chiropractic science integration, and chiropractic science foundations and fundamentals. We're exploring different things like the biodynamics of the spine and neurology interconnections. This is with pre-chiropractic students, right? So we really want pre-chiropractic students to develop a deep understanding of what chiropractic students are developing themselves to be as they progress through their first, second, and third year of chiropractic school. And before they get to chiropractic school, we want them going through these courses because it's just going to allow them to have a better understanding of why they're going to chiropractic school, what they want to do and study when they get to chiropractic school. And so module 2.5, we explore the pathways that you can take as a chiropractor. So there's a number of different frameworks that we use here, but the scientist, thinker, artist, teacher, entrepreneur is really where we start here with the 5 perspectives and finding your initial resonance, the uninhibited thinker, the adjusting artist, the educational mindset, the emergent entrepreneur, and then how you integrate these different perspectives to be more balanced. Helping them understand the path that they're taking by entering chiropractic education and the state of the profession as well as their place in the profession. And then giving them an overview on pediatrics, family practice, sports chiropractic, pregnancy, neurology focused, geriatric, animal, vitalistic, posture focused, tonal based, the technique specific path like Gonstead or applied kinesiology, sacro-occipital technique, the upper cervical path, the instrument assisted path, Chiro research focused path, because we believe that if students knew that they could study how to become a researcher specifically within the context of chiropractic, we could attract more PhD candidates. And then just giving them some career mapping and reflections, that's module 2.5. Now, once they've explored the profession's concepts and started to develop themselves into seeing how they might want to become a chiropractor, the pathway they might want to follow, part 3, module 3 is about connecting them with offices that align with their vision of themselves and their value. Having some structure around that of how the students prepare for their observations. If we click on one of these, we can, so as you can see, my teaching style is to constantly be giving recommendations or giving ideas on how students can approach different scenarios, but by no means am I saying you have to do it a certain way. My job really with these courses is to help build their understanding that there's a lot more that's possible, that students can challenge themselves to go the extra mile. So like, for example, observing adjustments. See, I'm giving breakdowns. So now that you've seen a little bit of what the dashboard for a student looks like on the platform, I just want to run through how the program progresses for the pre-chiropractic program. We've got module 1, getting grounded. What is chiropractic? Why chiropractic? And we tie this in with different YouTube videos that were cut from interviews that we did with chiropractors explaining how they view chiropractic or how they found chiropractic, just to give a diversity of perspectives. That's going to help support them in really building a better understanding of why people become chiropractors. That's module 1. Module 2, we've got the inner scientist, thinker training, artist training, teacher, entrepreneur. These are things that students can do to develop their mindset, their understanding, but also go out and have experiences and express themselves in these contexts. Module 2.5 is the Pathways Hub, looking at the different directions you can go within chiropractic. In Module 3, we're giving them perspective on how chiropractors practice and the different types of observations that they can make while they're spending time in a chiropractic office. Module 4 is supporting them to start their own pre-chiropractic club, and I think that this is a key piece. But doing a pre-chiro club startup kit and giving that to students that have made it this far in the pre-chiro program is going to ensure that they are supported to create a culture on their college campus that feeds your institution for years to come. Module 5 is the independent study capstone, and this one I'm really excited about because I think that it gives students a chance to express themselves creatively. and is a project that they can work on for months to demonstrate their understanding, but also their commitment to following the chiropractic path. To do is just help them understand what they need to accomplish before they start applying to a chiropractic school, and then transitioning into chiropractic school. The housing, the budgeting, the roommate situation, asking for help, just to make sure that they're supported through this key transition and help them focus on their own personal development and well-being and prepare for the academics and do some practical planning with them, and help them build their support network and integrate professionally into your ecosystem of resources and your campus. So the learning outcomes for the pre-chiropractic program, students will earn badges where they go from awareness and exploration to application and leadership and integrating, and then transitioning. So we have badges that help acknowledge their progress. We have pre and post assessments, which I'm going to go into now to show you how we aim to create a pre and a post measure of what the students' learning outcomes is for each of our courses. So as you can see here, we have assessment implementation strategies where there's pre-test and post-tests, data collection systems, but we also have developed each of the post and pre-tests. So let me just demonstrate. So for the assessments, I'm showing you these in Google Drive right now, but we've added these into the Thinkific platform and created fillable PDFs that students can fill out and will be given to us on the back end. And we're just getting a knowledge assessment, self-rated knowledge. This is for Module 1, and it kind of reflects the curriculum from Module 1, what we'll be going over with them, and gives them some multiple choice knowledge assessment, just to see where they're at with that, and then their professional identity assessment, so how clear their understanding of chiropractic is. I just believe that this has a level of specificity that could lead to research being published, demonstrating the effectiveness of this key program measure, which is the pre and post measure and learning outcomes of our pre-chiropractic students. Next, I want to show you, so here's the enrollment and financial impact. In previous years, we want to, obviously these are just figures that we made up, but we want to be able to show that we're improving by 10 to 25% the amount of applicants that you have. So over time, we want to show a cumulative impact from our program, feeding your school qualified applicants that are passionate about chiropractic and view this as their first choice. As far as the conversions and quantifying how many students we actually get to you, we know that a lot of students will take our pre-chiropractic program and not actually choose to pursue chiropractic as a profession. So we want to be honest about whether a student has made its initial inquiry and whether that student actually did their application or didn't. And if they did do their application, did they complete the whole process? And if they completed it, were they admitted? And then if they were admitted, did they enroll? So we want to identify trends to understand what's happening in the process of nurturing these students through our pre-chiropractic program to getting them in class on day one. We want to measure whether students are able to go through our pre-chiropractic program and start at your institution, and how long that usually takes and what the efficiency rate of that is. And then we want to look at the student health pipeline, where we're drawing the students from, how many are initial inquiries to your institution versus people that already are in the process of enrolling and applying. So we realize that if we can get the campus clubs going on a college campus, if we can recruit people in new ways through pre-chiropractic cultural events, that's going to be the majority of new energy, of new offerings that drives traffic to your school that drives interest and ultimately results in students applying and deciding they want to become chiropractors. And thank you for your time.